Alright, so I thought you guys would be curious about what I thought about the characters in this game, so I decided to just make a quick tier list. Um, so let's see. Let's try and make this quick as possible. No, I don't think it's a D tier, so I was just gonna get rid of that. First character is probably gonna be Beast Boy. Beast Boy's great, but like not at all compared to everyone else. He has some pretty good Oki, with his suit, with his jumping attack, but like his it's not very good because it's really slow. The best thing you can do about it with it is change his jump arc, because normally his jump arc's really low. We can make it go really high or really short depending on the timing on how you do it. So if you do it really late, it goes really like high, then it starts going low. But if you do it early, you go super high. It's probably the highest jump in the game, I think. Just doing that, but you're forced to come down with an attack, and you hitting them is like a it's like a you have to like make a really hard read basically, and hope that they don't have a good anti-air to hit you out of the air with. So yeah, Beast Boy's kind of meh. His super is also kind of meh too, because it's really slow. It only does like I think 2 damage if you hit it. You can hit it twice, but sometimes it just won't hit twice at all. So you're just gonna be doing like 2 damage with a super. So it's pretty bad. Yeah. Um. What else is there? That's about it for Beast Boy, I think. Actually, yeah. No, his anti-air is like the worst in the game. He has the worst anti-air. You're not gonna hit anyone with his anti-air. Like it goes straight above him. It's like let's say Makoto's DP from Third Strike. It goes right above him, so you're not gonna really hit many people with that move unless they're right above you. So it only works in like some matchups, and even then, like he has a hard time moving forward. So yeah, I would say Beast Boy is probably the weakest character in the game so far. Um, let's see. In B tier, Cyborg's like solid B tier, I would say. Really good jumping attack. His anti-air is really good. I would say his jumpers, his backward jump attack is like it's pretty good. It could work. You can do it as soon as you jump from the ground, so it hits really low. It does as soon as possible, so it's like probably the best option you can do from there. Doing it like really high is really bad, from what I saw, depending on the matchup at least. Unless you're finding a character that jumps really high, you just want to swat them out the air. You can just do that, but doing it low is the best thing you can do. Let's see. The backward jumping attack I already mentioned. His super is all right. It hits once. I think it does like 3 damage, so it's like a standard super pretty much. It does not really anything crazy about that one. It's a projectile, so it's disjointed. He doesn't have to run at you about it. He can set it up. So if he hits you and then he sets it up into the ball, he can get like another hit with 3 damage. So that's pretty good. That's a good thing to do. Um, Raven's busted, but like in a weird way. Like he has one really good attack. His pole is like disgustingly good, which is like his jump forward attack pretty much. His anti-air also is deceptively good as well. You can kind of just use both of those moves. His jump words attack. Sorry, these moves they have like no name, so I just have to come up with a name on the spot. Backwards jumping attack is what I'm calling these, but it's kind of a long mouthful. His backwards jumping attack is like a whole Nathan Drake swing from a rope. It's really slow and really bad, and you have so much end lag after you use it. I'm pretty sure it's negative on hit, if anything. So yeah, he has to deal with that. Um, let's see. His super is also pretty good. It can hit twice because he shoots like 3 stars, and each of them do like 2 damage. So, um, it can actually like do some really good damage. We kind of have to set it up though, because he shoots one like low, then mid, then high, and they all just kind of spread out. So it's really hard to hit all of them. Let's see what else is there. Next is Raven. Yeah, all the Teen Titans Go characters are pretty low tier, sadly. Most of them are. Let's see. Raven is all right. She's like I would say a solid character if you want to zone out. There's other characters that can do that, but like Raven is also pretty good because hers is pretty safe with like her ball move, which she jumps backwards and attack. It like summons a giant circle around her. Is really hard to do anything about. Her anti-air, I remember being really good. It's kind of hard to get on her if he just decides to sit there and just do that. Her forward attack is deceptively good. If you try using it like other characters, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this sucks." But you can move it. You can use it as soon as you jump from the ground to actually move forward faster than what you normally would. Because their jump arc is like okay. It's like really okay. You expect it from her because she's floaty, but like if you try to just keep jumping forward at people, it's gonna be really readable, and it's really slow, and it's so bad. So try to use that like movement tech, like just jump, attack, jump, attack, jump, attack, and then you'll be getting in people's faces with like while doing a move. So it's like it's really hard for them to get on you. Um, her super's pretty good. If you get someone in the corner, it's pretty much a guaranteed hit. Pretty much, you can kind of do some sick loops with her in the corner, but it's pretty hard to set that up because you have to be like a good distance with her. Same as Cyborg. Cyborg can kind of do some loops, but he moves backwards when he does his anti-air, so it's really hard to do it with him. Um, I think Raven has some loops in the corner. I'm not sure. Nothing to boost him up though. Like nothing crazy. Like I'm pretty sure his anti-air attack is not fast enough for that. Um. So yeah, Raven's pretty good. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would say she's right there. I would say that's a good spot for her. Unless I saw some counter evidence for that. It's a pretty good spot for her. Yeah. Next is Terra. Terra and Raven are pretty interchangeable to me, but I would say she's slightly higher. She has some good movement in the air because her air moves like move her in the opposite direction where you jump first. So if you jump backwards in attack and then you move forward, if you move forward in attack, you move backwards. Her forward attack also pops up from the ground in front of her, and it's like a complete disjoint. So like you can jump at people, they try to anti-you, you say psych, and then you just bring up a spike below them and they just take damage. It's really annoying to deal with if like the Terra like player gets in your head, or it's like just a poor matchup for you. So yeah, try not to get hit by that. Her anti-air is pretty good too. And what's her super? Her super is pretty unique. I'm pretty sure if you hit the super, it's jump cancelable for some reason, and it's the only one in the game that does that. And I'm not sure why, but you get some kind of cool setups with it, I think. I haven't been able to get anything cool with it though, just like maybe one more extra attack. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Her corner loop's okay too. She has some good corner loops. I should also mention that Beast Boy doesn't have corner loops. He can, but it's like really hard and obtuse. And they're more likely to get out of that. It's not even like you have to be good to game to get it. It's just like really specific place and timing to do it. So yeah. All right, we're getting into A tier now. I would say all these characters are pretty soft. If you pick any of these characters, you're probably gonna win most of the games you play. But it's not that lopsided. There's some good matchups, bad matchups. So yeah. Let's see. Let's go with Jinx. Jinx is really good because her movement is really good. Her anti-air is like one of the best in the game as well. She will just swipe in the air. But like, I wouldn't say it's okay. It's not good for the anti-air. It's good for when you get someone in the corner, because when you get someone in the corner, you can do loops. But Jinx moves forward with hers, so when she does loops in the corner, it's like way easier to do them. So you're probably gonna get a guaranteed death from that. I'm not sure if it's like a complete touch of death, but like most of the time, yeah, you're probably gonna die because of that, if anything, because she gets you in the corner. Her like super aggressive movement with her jumps going super fast. Her dive kicks really fast too, so she can just move in on you like really well. So yeah, she's like really solid character, I would say. Her super is also amazing. If you get someone in the corner, it also can loop on itself. So that one does 3 damage, because I'm guessing the devs thought this one does too much knockback, so it would be kind of weird if someone would hit it twice. So they made it do 3 instead of doing like 2, because yeah. And guess what? You get someone in the corner, you do the super, and you get like 3 damage. They bounce off the wall, you get 3 damage again. That's 6, and everyone has 10 health in this game, so that's like literally 2/3 of your health gone. Literally just more than half of it gone. It's crazy. Yeah. Let's go on. Just go on to the next one. Jinx kind of freaks me out. Pain Train, I think his name is. I forgot his name. I think it's the Painbot. That's his name. And he might be a Teen Titans Go character, I think. He's pretty okay. For A tier material is only because of his one attack where he chops in the air. It's deceptively spammable and really good. He's kind of like the same place as Raven, but better. The only problem is his other attacks are pretty okay. His dive kick's alright. Oh no, his dive kick is the claw. No, his dive kick is amazing. His neutral attack is pretty good. His jumpwards backward attack is pretty okay. But besides that, yeah, he's an alright character. He doesn't have any loops. I think he can loop with his claws, but that's it. And what is his super? His super is like it goes across the screen, and since there's no blocking in this game, it's like one of the hardest supers to dodge in the game. Most of the time, it's a guaranteed hit if the paintball player just decides to use it. Like it's really hard to dodge it. Like you're probably not going to unless you're like Raven or something that can stall in the air or something. But yeah, uh, let's move on to Mammoth. I think his name is Mammoth. I don't remember. Big Boy Man. Big Boy Man is really good. Um, Probably not as good as these two because his movement's really bad. He has a hard time getting in opponents at all. So like, play if you're playing aggressive with him, it's kind of just like pain. Um, his super's okay. It can loop into itself, but it does 2 damage each, so you're getting like a max of 4. They kind of knew that would hit twice. It was kind of built for that, so it does like 4 damage instead of like 2. Or it does 4 damage instead of 3. Yeah. Um, his anti-air is also really good. That's kind of the only reason I put him in A tier as well. His anti-air is like amazing. He just punches upwards and it goes like all the way like to the top of the screen above him. So it's really hard for characters to get in on him. And it's like I think it's disjointed too. So like it's kind of just a sword attack upwards on the screen. So jumping in on him is really good, really hard unless you have like a move that hits in front of you or disjointed, you're not getting in on him. But he can't get in on you because if he tries, his dive kick's like garbage. So yeah, yeah, that's kind of all thing notable about him. And lastly, I would say is Starfire. Starfire is easy A tier. Um, so what the weird thing about Starfire is that even though her like attacks aren't crazy and like in combination of everything, it's like super good. Um, she has a really good anti-air. She has a really good backwards jumping attack, and she has a really good forward jumping attack. The forward jumping attack combos into itself if you do it with the right timing. Like you can just jump laser again. It will combo into itself. She has some good corner loops with her anti-air, um, and her super does 3 damage. But the thing about hers is that unlike Jinx, you don't have to be in the corner when you do it. You just have to be at a certain distance. So if you do your super and you're at the right place and time, you go, you like shoot across the screen, you hit them, and then you come back, you hit them again. It does 6 damage. It's kind of insane. It's really really good. Um, but yeah, like Raven, Starfire is just insanely good. Like you're gonna be struggling most of the time in neutral, and then she gets you in a corner. It's like pain. Like all the other characters, neutral's like okay. Her neutral's like amazing. Like, it's super good. You're gonna see a difference if you play her. Next we have Gizmo. Let me just fix that here. All right. Next we have Gizmo. Gizmo is broken. He gets one attack in you and you die. There's no blocking in this game. I think I said that before. But there's no blocking. And if you get hit by one move, you die. You get sent to the corner and you get looped to death. It's kind of painful. His jump backwards attack is pretty good. Like it's kind of the same thing as a similar thing to Starfire where it moves forward, but it's pretty slow. So you can kind of get hit out of it pretty easily because it's not just jointed or anything. But his dive kick loops into itself, and his neutral attack also loops to itself in the corner. So yeah, he's kind of busted. But yeah. Oh yeah, his super. No, his super is also really good. It's not like it's not doing crazy damage. I think it does like 3 damage, but it's like a time bomb that you set down, and you kind of just leave it there. You jump backwards after you do it too. So once you put down the bomb, you just have a hitbox just waiting to explode. So if you just play a defensive game and keep them in the corner, you're getting even more damage. You can even set this up after the infinite to get a guaranteed kill. Like even if they get out of the combo, they have to jump over you. So it's like super hard for them to even survive. If they have to survive the thing they should not have survived. So yeah, he's definitely going to be banned if there's any like official tournaments for this game, or when there are, I should say that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, gotta save it real quick.